Hi, this is Lady Lex UK, and this is my classic novel Game Jam special. I've picked out, while I was doing the voting, I made a collection and I popped in all the levels that I really liked as I was playing. These are not all of the levels that I thumbed up. I thumbed up lots more than this, but these are my favourite selection from the ones that I thumbed up. I've separated them out into their different styles. So we've got elements and then art, interactive art, movies and games. And I'll just say I did play all of the classic novel Game Jam entries. There was a lot in there that was not relevant to the Game Jam. So if you're thinking of taking part in a Game Jam, it isn't just show us what you've got. There is a theme. You should try very hard to actually match the theme of the Game Jam. Some of these Game Jams can be a bit wide-reaching, so pretty much anything goes. This one was a little bit more specific, classic novel. However, people were a little bit flexible, shall we say, and what counts as classic and what counts as novel. So some of these wouldn't actually match the classic novel theme, but does it really matter? They produced some very nice stuff, so let's have a look anyway. Right, let's start off with the elements. Okay, we've got Dracula Bat Animated Switchable Puppet by Ergo Boy. So Dracula was his classic novel of choice, and here we have our Dracula. He looks like a sort of an emo goth guy. And if I press R1, he turns into a bat. That is a fantastic bat. I love this. So if you fancy doing a Dracula game, you have a ready-made Dracula bat combo here. I love it. I think that is a very cute bat. I like bats. Bats are nice. Right, okay, so that's a thumbs up for Dracula Bat Animated Switchable Puppet by Ergo Boy. That got 25%. You can see that most of these are marked with some sort of symbol. I did, unlike the last special, I did manage to pick out the top 3, which is quite a relief, considering I didn't last time. Right, okay, top 25% again. This is Birdhouse. Now, Lego Weirdo, I don't think this is a real classic novel. I think this is a made-up thing. I don't think this is in anything, unless anybody can... there's nothing in the description to say which classic novel this is. I don't recognise it. It's a very nice model, but I say they've been very flexible with the theme. Something a little bit different. I quite like this. Need a level with this in. Though I don't know if this is the hero. This looks like this might be a side character. A quest giver, I think. There we go. Birdhouse by Lego Weirdo. Very nicely done. Top 10 this time. My Friend Frankie by Tester. Now, I don't know if that's Basata or Bacata. So, apologies. I don't know how you pronounce that. There we go. Frankenstein's Monster. Another classic novel. People like the horror, don't they? Horror is very popular in Dreams. This is Frankenstein's Monster sculpture, and it's very nice. Sort of Boris Karloff style monster there. Old-fashioned style. Very nice. And again, a bit more flexibility with the term classic. Definitely a novel, though this is clearly from the film Jaws. This is The Orca. Dave 138. Peter Benchley wrote the novel Jaws. It's a Steven Spielberg movie, and this is a very faithful reproduction of the boat and the character of, I think, Quint, I think his name is. I'm just racking my brain to try and remember the name of the actor. Robert somebody. I should have looked it up before I started. That's going to annoy me that I can't remember his name. There we go. It's a very nice model. I think I would have liked to have had a free view of the ship, because there is a a problem with the imp when you're not possessing, that it can't travel very far from the character that is possessable, so you can't really see the whole of this lovely sculpture. So maybe think about that. Either don't have a possessable character in there, or have an option so you turn possessable off so that the imp can fly around freely and you can have a good look at the model. There we go. So that's the orca. Very nice. Nicely done. Though perhaps, like I say, a bit flexible with the theme. Right, top 25%. This is Alice in Wonderland by Monkey D. Luffy 086. Right, I won't be able to play very much of this because they have used some music that is not made in Dreams. So I may have to stop this early. But anyway, he's made a series of sculpts telling the story of Alice in Wonderland. Popular theme for this game jam, Alice in Wonderland. Possibly not a classic novel. It's a children's book. Don't think they count as novels, do they? It's very hard to say. Is Harry Potter a novel? I guess it is. Maybe Alice in Wonderland is a novel as well. I think we're going to let it pass as a classic novel. So many people did it. Alice in Wonderland. Monkey D. Luffy there. Right, this one by Andy Boy 123. This is an example, top 25%. This is an example of somebody using other people's creations to create a scene. And he's picked 2 children's books again. This is starting off with Wind in the Willows. So we have Ratty there in a boat. And there's Badger and Mole. I think he's made a nice job of putting stuff together. And if you're not a good sculptor, if you're not, you know, you just want to use the bits that are available and make your scene, go ahead and do it. I love Toad. Toad looks great. His tongue hanging out. And he's made a nice job of this. The second scene is The Wizard of Oz. And I know that he didn't make these because I made these. These are my Wizard of the Oz characters. He's posed them very nicely. I think this looks great. And I think that is the Disney castle made into the Emerald City. And that looks really good. Like this. Right, now interactive art this time. This is where I have to do something with the art. It's not just a passive experience. So let's reset progress on this. This is Advice from a Caterpillar by Innocence48. This made top 10. So at first glance, this is just a sculpt picture. We're going to have to find a term that's going to match what we're seeing here. So I press R1 on the mushroom and it colours it in. So this is a very clever idea. Just makes the whole sculpture interactive just by allowing the player to colour in the background. I think we can get the grass somewhere. There it is. There we are. I think that's the whole thing. Can we do the sky? Oh yes, there we are. Yeah. Who are you? I think I would have liked... I think maybe he's copying a picture that exists, a drawing that from the book. Though I would have liked to see their faces a little bit better, I think, personally. But there you are. Faces are hard to do. So he probably made a decision there. Or, like I say, he was trying to copy something. This top 25%, Dream Sky Library. This starts off with, by Doctor Who data, this starts off with a camera moving around. I think he could have done without the camera. And again, I think this is used stuff from the Dreamverse to make his scene. But he's made a nice environment, a nice building. Again, this is not easy to do, but people to make successful architecture, rooms, sets, scenery, etc., it takes some skills. So there we go. I mean, I might be doing him a disservice. He might have made all of these wood sculpts himself. I like the music on this level too. So he's wanting to show off his room with the camera. Personally, I think I would not have done that. I think I would have left it for the player to just investigate for themselves, and maybe not concentrate so much on the building and actually concentrate on the wonderful things that are in here, which are these book scenes. Look at this. I just love the way they reset. That's Moby Dick. There's Alice. This is incredible, and I wish they'd concentrated on doing some more of these little tiny little scenes rather than spending all the time making this room. Because there's only those two and this selection of burning books, which probably Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit. I can't remember the numbers. 471, 451. I can't remember the number. But yeah, it needs to have more of these. There's an empty box with nothing in. Maybe it's the Invisible Man. But I wish they'd made more of those. I think they would have made top 10 if they had. If they'd made more of those lovely little animations and spent less time making the building, as impressive as it is. But there you go. Right, Transylvania, Eric Axel. I'm guessing this is a Dracula inspired level. So we're going to press play. I don't know what this character is here. This is a very weird, strange looking thing. This is sort of a bat icon thing. Very, very odd looking. I love the style of this. It's a really nice, very nice style for the houses and everything. The deep colours and the crispness. I think this is very nice. There is no game. It's I say interactive art. It's a set. And we've got a really nice church, a graveyard. Let's go round here. Let's see what's round here. Oh. Oh, his eyes glow in the dark. Can we go in there? No. It's just a set. But it's a very nice one. Go. Top 25% for that one. Alright, now the top 25% this one. It's sort of a movie, but you have to press the button and interact with the book, so I've put it into interactive art, although it's animated. Chicken Little, a story in 4 parts. I think you needed to know Chicken Little to understand what was going on, so if you're not familiar, it's about a chicken who an acorn falls on his head and he thinks the sky is falling in, and he goes and tells the rest of the farm the sky is falling in, and everybody panics, and then they find out that he's just stupid and it was just an acorn. So this is by Cam Alty. there you go. That's the whole thing. I think it's a bit straight. Classic novel? Possibly not a novel. But there you go. Here's mine. Top 25%. I would have liked better, but hey. We'll reset progress. What I wanted to do here, these are book covers that I've done with the spray paint tool. And I copied a few books that actually existed, but this one I designed myself. And there's a cup of tea and a biscuit. So you can listen to me read some of the books. So if you press R2. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day. We had been wandering, indeed, in the leafless shrubbery an hour in the morning. But there we go. So I've tried to make it sound a bit like a radio show of me reading the books. I think I did okay. I was really pleased with how this looked. But looking at it now, I'm thinking maybe I should have zoomed in a little bit more so you could see the detail of these books a little bit closer. But hey, it's okay. Right, movies now. So I won't be playing necessarily all of these all the way through. Some of them are a bit long, so I might cut them short. So we'll start off with 30-second classics by Hyman Trouble. Let me just reset progress on that. Top 25 in the community jam, and the selection of jokes, really. So we'll start. I'll do two. I think I'll do the first two.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
There we go. I think that particular joke possibly doesn't travel that well. I don't know what a Monte Cristo sandwich is. I presume it's a sandwich called a Monte Cristo, but it doesn't mean anything to me. Right. There we go. 30 seconds class. Top 25%. Nice little fun animation. Okay. This has got top 10. This is The Raven by Reddish Boat and Supposer. Again, The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven is not a novel, it's a poem. But they weren't the only ones to do this particular book, so I think we'll let it slide. I don't think it matters. Right, X to begin.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more?" Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, name us here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door."
Okay, so there we go. There's a raven. So it's the whole poem. If you're familiar with that particular poem, it's not one of my favourites, probably because I had to study it. Once you've studied a thing, it becomes something you hate. So I've not got a lot of fond affection for that particular poem. But hey, right. I just put this in for the fun. Read books by Anthony LFC 088. This young man has made a simple animation about why you should read books.
Hey, you, go read a book. Why? Because books make you smart. Look at you, you're sitting on your PS4 watching this. Now, go out there and go read a book. You know, Albert Einstein... Wait, isn't he dead? Don't read books, since Albert Einstein read books and became smart and he died. So don't read books or you will die. Watch out everyone, watch out. Oh God, help me.
I thought that was funny. It didn't do too well in the game jam because it was very simple, but I think that was a hoot. Don't read books. Einstein read books. He's dead. Most of the people that read books are dead, and nobody reads books anymore. But it's not mean you're going to live forever if you don't read a book. Right, War of the Worlds, FX Lab design. They've been very flexible with it's not exactly the War of the Worlds from the book, more the lovely 1950s movies, but this is a lot of fun. So let's press play. Forever of the tripods attacking what looks like Tokyo. It's good though, isn't it? That was a lot of fun. Top 10 for that one. Well done. Right, Alice Returns. This was the runner-up. There was a joint runners-up. There was two places. So obviously there was a draw. So Alice Returns by Elfiu, and I have not come across this creator before, so I don't know how. I don't know why I haven't, but I don't think I recognise the name at all. I wasn't sure whether to put this under art or movie, but it is animated, so I went with movie. I must say, I am surprised that this did as well as it did, on the basis that there's not very much up front to see. And if most people would have stopped here and thought, oh, that's it, it's just an arm, and possibly not voted for it. But if you stick with it, it suddenly becomes something completely extraordinary. So you have a clearly sculptured scene, 3D and then it becomes 2D. A picture on a page. It is incredibly clever. So Tomek Morozinski, they're coming for you. Demon's Penance, better hurry up because people are catching you up, mate. This is amazing. I love the way the words, the letters all float off the page. It's just so clever. The imagination of everybody. It's beautiful. The calligraphy's lovely. It's all very nice. Very impressive. So I got second place. Well deserved. Very, very good. Right, now we're on to the games. This was my favourite. I would have put this first place. I think this is incredibly innovative and different and would have involved a lot of work. Logic, design, the whole thing. Actually, let's not go straight into it. Keld B. Jones and Animation B made this, and they also made a lovely collection. If you saw the live stream for Media Molecule last Thursday, they featured the entire collection. So yeah, just an amazing piece of work, really. Right, so we've got score challenge, endless mode, and there are the controls. I didn't know I could move the trap. I'll leave it as it is. What the hell. Right, okay. Let's do the score challenge. So this is based on the novel Moby Dick, which is about a man's obsession with a whale that he wants to catch. A white whale, a rare white whale. And so these are whalers in a whaling boat. Miss those. You've got to catch the coins in your boat while the wind blows them around and the book pushes them off. Let's drop those coins. I'm losing lots of coins here. I'm not catching many of them at all. So it's just an ordinary coin catching game. Maybe it comes out every now and then. It's just the innovation of it. It's the idea of it. That somebody should even think this up. Oh, what should we do? Should we do Moby Dick? Yeah, let's do Moby Dick. What should we turn it into? Oh, no, a coin pusher. It's like, what? Where does that come from? So, yeah, it's fantastic. It's not the most exciting games to watch but it's the innovation that I appreciate. Let's catch this big white one. Come on! Oh, yes, I did get it. There we go. I'm getting a good score, but let's exit because I've got lots more to see. That's a really good game just to be playing casually. Sort of thing that you might get on a mobile phone. Right, Orwellian. Top 25% for this one. This is based on the book 1984 by George Orwell. George Orwell was actually buried in the village I used to live in, and so we used to get people coming to the church to pay their respects. Very simple grave, wasn't much to it. Is that money down there? There's money lying around. I've never noticed this before. I think that's my money. Okay, right. Now, I'm not very good at this. I haven't managed to get past these lights. I don't know if there's more game to it than just these lights. But I have not managed so far to get past this second lot of lights. I actually There's no gap. What happened? I got caught. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay. Let's try that again. Right, go along the wall. Cross here. Along the wall. Over to here. Along the wall. I think I've got to go along the wall. And then over here. Aha! Passed it! I passed it! First time ever! Okay, alright. Oh my god. Anybody played inside? This has got a... Oh, jeez. That's got a... Oh no, have I got to start at the beginning? No! Oh no, I'm not doing that again. It's very clever. It's definitely got the mood of 1984. But it's well hard. Orwellian hard. That's what that is. Very difficult. Right, top 25% again. This Romeo and Juliet. Again, William Shakespeare never wrote a novel in his life. Romeo and Juliet is a play. Definitely classic, but novel. XD Summit X and Super Adri 21 made this. I think this could have been improved a bit. It is very slow. So you have this very nice looking building. All the foliage and all the flowers and everything. It's just that the whole of this cutscene that plays out at the beginning here is very slow. I think speeding this up would have helped it a lot, I think. A tragic love story between two young characters called Romeo and Juliet. This is just too long. And they spelt Shakespeare wrong. They might want to change that. I don't think that was on purpose. I don't think that's... I think that was just a typo. Easy done. So I think they may have lost votes because of the way this is presented. I think there is a game here, but at the moment you would assume it's just a sculpture, it's just a piece of art, and nothing more to it than that. But there is more to it, and I think it would have been better if they maybe had a menu at the beginning that gives you the option to see this cutscene or go straight into the game. That might have helped them. Come on, let's get into the game. Right, they've hidden 8 hearts in the scene that we've got to find. So the idea of this is good. I just think they would have done better if they'd sped it up a bit. Right, so we've got a cursor, which is a nice thing. So we've got to find the heart. So there's one. And there's another one. There's one. And there's another one. Well, let me grab it. Oh, let me grab it. There it is. Okay, so that's the game. Anyway, you've got to find all the hearts. So it's a casual game. Right. Hidden classic novels by Atomize. Let's reset progress. This is a top 10. This is a great idea. So there's clues in this kitchen to help you find the hidden classic novels. This is the sort of thing that they do in the Radio Times in Britain every Christmas. So you have to find the TV shows in a picture. So this is a similar idea. So you need to hunt them down. So there's Moby Dick. Look, we've seen him quite a few times, haven't we? There's the Scarlet Letter, 1984. There's some grapes. The Grapes of Wrath. So they've used things from the Dreamverse to make this scene. I know they have because that's my bowl. And it's really good. You have to press and things and open things up and click on everything and find the hidden classic novels. Some of these will make you groan a bit. But they're just random recipe books. But there we go. So check that one out. Once you've got them all, that's it really. So it's not one of those games that you're going to go back to and play once you've got all the novels. Though there's one in there that's actually quite hard to get, I think. Right, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Right, they told me they'd updated it, actually. Let me just... Perhaps they've already updated it. I hate the fact that I can't go back into this now. There we go. Right. So, maybe they've updated it already. I've already updated it. Right, so let's play 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Dancing Ember and 6 others. Let's have a look. How many people are involved in this? Okay, so we've got I Die, Hyperdream Surfer, Freakers, Prism Night 90, Supposer, Tap Jars. That's the same person. Right. Okay, so there we go. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Let's reset this. Top 25%. It's a hard game, this, I tell you. Right, press play. Beautiful looking book. I like the look of this. Right. Oh, well. I didn't study. And now we have a pop quiz. Okay, test questions. What is the name of the first chapter? What creatures does the narrator... Oh, well, okay, let's just go. Right. That's the answer. That's the answer. This next one. What creatures does the narrator compare the sharks to? No, not on that page. Like monstrous fireflies. Yes. Okay, which fruit was... Oh, God. What's happened? Okay, why did the sharks not attack the hunting party? Poor eyesight. Okay. Which fruit was used to create an alcoholic beverage? Mangoes. A dozen pineapples. No? Why isn't that the right answer? Oh God. Oh, coconuts. Okay. What is happening? Okay, how was dinner interrupted? Dinner was interrupted by... Oh my goodness. A stone. Right, okay. What grew like Hydra? I've no idea, because it's sunk. This is so hard. Yes, I was. How did I do? C+! Well, it's better than last time. I got a D last time. An astonishing lame new record. There we are. That's fun. So go play that, see if you can do better than me at finding the answers. It's a really interesting idea. I love the animated characters that pop up all over your book. Though you don't get to appreciate it because you find them so annoying because you're trying to read. There we go. Right. This one didn't make it into the top 25%. This is Corvus Corax by Enoch Root, another one that's based on the Raven. Corvus Corax, I think, is the Latin name for Raven or Crow. So it's sort of a horror game in the dark. Okay, take food. What's that? Is that something? No. Head for the light. Ah. Find a crowbar. It is the wind and nothing more. There's our Raven. Okay. Right, so we've got a crowbar. And we're in. Right. It's so dark. Never give up, it says. There's a pair of, is that a pair of spooky eyes? Ooh. Share food. Key obtained. Oh, I've got a key. Okay. Use key. Ooh. Oh, Raven has locked us in. Okay, we're trapped down here now. We could do with a torch, couldn't we? It's very dark. Toilet zone. My controller is vibrating. Oh. This is all very weird. And now we've got to obtain a ticket. Okay, we have a ticket. Dear. Hello, man. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Okay, what do we do with our ticket? Present ticket. Very, very spooky. It is very, very spooky. I don't know why that didn't do as well as some of the others. I think that was a good level, but maybe people thought it's just a random level. It's got nothing to do with the classic novel. But hey, there you go. This is what happens. Right. Here's another one that I really liked. This is Havoc in Wonderland by Enigma 0123. This got top 10. I haven't thumbs up these things. Outrageous. Must thumb up immediately. Okay, so this is another Alice in Wonderland level. This is normally a space shooter. And we've got some fantastic animated characters, hand drawn. And the music is fab. So I'm chucking cards at the enemy, and they are throwing little stars at me for me to collect. Gives me extra power. so I can throw more things at them. It gets really hard. It's a very... It's an old-fashioned game, but it's so good. I don't think I'm supposed to catch those. I think they're... I don't know what they are actually. Oh, no, I'm definitely not supposed to catch those. Aha! Oh no, I'm not doing very well today. I have managed to get through this game. Not that you would know it from the way I'm playing it today. But hey. This sort of game is not easy to make, it seems. So I appreciate the effort, I really do. Whee. This is so well done. I can't... This is a contender for first place. I don't know what position it got. But there we go. I died, but I have done better. Really good game. Very, very good. Top 10. Right, Aqua-Machine's Inferno. This is a marble game, and this didn't make it into the top 25% either. Based on Dante's Inferno again, or possibly Milton. Not technically a novel, but we've forgotten everybody else, so right, this is very, very fast and furious and difficult to control, which probably explains why nobody voted for it. Oh my god. Get on there. Get on there. Right, okay. I have managed to get over this first bit. I think this is probably the problem. It is too hard to start with. And if you... Yeah. I'm pressing the wrong button, am I? There we go. That's what I need. Right. Boost. Boost, boost, boost. I can't even get over the first bit. I think this is what caused the problem. You need to start your games with an easier thing at the start. Almost nobody is going to play your game. Nobody's going to vote for it. Doesn't matter how good it gets a bit later on. If nobody can get past the first bit. There we go, I'm up. Oh, it's hard. Right, okay. Jump. Completely missed that one. Right, okay. Oh, no. No. No, I can't jump. It won't let me jump. No. Useless. There we go. I'm on. Don't stay on. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the game is too hard, and that's probably why it didn't get any votes. Interestingly enough, I got much further than that last time I played, but I think it's an interesting idea anyway. It just needs to be a little bit more simple. Right, winner of the Community Jam Classic Novels. Here it is. Down the Rabbit Hole by Entropy Tamed. Entropy Tamed always makes a nice looking level. This is art with a game attached. Unlike his last, the entry did for the music festival, which won. This is his second win, I think. This is his second win for Gamejam. I might be wrong in that, but I think I'm right. Okay, so you have a nice little poem. Original poem, I believe. And you've got to find the things that are marked in green. So we start off, you need a pocket watch. So we can get rid of the clues. and make our way down through the artwork. So you've got to find all the bits and pieces in order on that list. We can zoom in. Zoom in on that watch there. There we go, got it. Let's have a look at the clues. Madman's hat. Oh, that would be this here. There we go. Next one. Half a dozen flowers. Well, there's one. And there's one in the cabinet. There we go. Right, we're not going to do any more of finding. Let's just go and have a look at this fantastic bit of art. So you've got tiny little scenes in the and these little holes over to the left and right. It's got the snake playing dice over there. There's lots of little maces doing stuff. It's really fun. I can see why people voted for this. It's beautifully done. Really is. Really very good. And it's a fun way of creating a piece of artwork that people can play and appreciate. There you go. That was the classic novel Gamejam special. I will be launching this up into the Dreamyverse as a collection, so you can have a look at what I liked as well. But obviously, all of the entries are available if you go to the Gamejam Hall of Fame and find the classic novel, and you'll see exactly where everybody placed, and you can play them from there too. So my collection, you don't really need it, I suppose, but I think it's nice to have them all separated out like this. Right, thank you for watching. Hope that was enjoyable. The next Game Jam is Wizardry and Magic, so I might do another special for that too. So that will be fun. So stay tuned for that one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in your dreams.